Hello and welcome to Housing TV News at the top of the hour, coming to you from our studio here in the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Dorcas Chia. Our top stories: Tinubu sacks Shetima's AD on digital and creative economy. Fego Uwunobo. Nigeria's security agencies step up operations with significant results in August. Renewed Hope Housing Program designed for every Nigeria, says Dangiwa. On the foreign scene, Israeli military evacuation order triggers panic in Gaza City. Now the news in detail. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has relieved his special assistant on digital and creative economy, that's the office of the Vice President, Fego John Umunobo, of his duties with immediate effect. The announcement was made in a statement signed by Abiodun Olajuwonye, Director of Information and Public Relations at the State House. According to the statement, Umunobo has been disengaged from his role and no longer represents the Tinubu administration in any capacity. Stakeholders in the digital and creative economy were warned against transacting official businesses with him. It further noted that he no longer represents this administration in any capacity. Henceforth, anyone who interfaces with him in the name of President Tinubu's administration does so at his or her own risk. The president did not provide details on the reasons for Umunobo's dismissal. Away from that story and over to Benue State, panic has gripped rural communities in the Mu Council ward of Turan District, Kwandi local government area of Benue State over the weekend as armed invaders attacked farmlands, forcing residents to flee their homes. Local sources said the attackers stormed Anyese, the sparsely populated headquarters of the Moons Council ward, on Saturday between 4:30 p.m. and 5:30 p.m., chasing farmers with firearms and displacing many in the process. A security operative attached to the area, who requested anonymity, confirmed the incident. He explained that the armed group was eventually repelled by a combined team of local vigilantes and security personnel deployed to the ward. Though calm has reportedly returned, many residents remained displaced and are yet to return to their farmlands for fear of renewed attacks. Community leaders are calling on the state government to strengthen security presence in the border areas of Kwandi local government area, which have witnessed repeated incursions in recent months. In line with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda to eradicate poverty, strengthen food security, and spur economic growth, the federal government has launched the Nigeria Post-Harvest Systems Transformation Program. The program, unveiled during the Nigerian Legacy session at the African Food Systems Forum, in partnership with the Alliance for a Green Revolution in Africa, aims to build a resilient and inclusive post-harvest handling and storage system that reduces food losses, enhances farmer incomes, and achieves national food sovereignty. Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Abubakar Kyari, said the initiative would help stabilize food prices, improve food availability and affordability of staple foods, and strengthen storage systems nationwide. According to him, the program will focus on developing household storage technologies, community-level warehouses, cold rooms, and strategic national silos through public-private partnership. It will also drive investments in preservation, processing, packaging, marketing, and climate-smart facilities such as metal silos and cold storage systems. Kerry called for stronger international collaboration, stressing that effective post-harvest systems are vital to secure farmer livelihoods, revive agribusiness confidence, and position Nigeria as a leading food supplier in West Africa. The event was attended by Jigawa State Governor Malam Umar Namadi, Minister of Livestock Development, Alhaji Idi Mukhtar, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Agribusiness, Dr. Kingsley Uzoma, Executive Secretary of the National Agricultural Development Fund, Mohammed Abu Ibrahim, and President of the Nigeria Agribusiness Group, Architect Kabir Ibrahim, among others. Moving forward, the federal government has restated its determination to combat illiteracy and expand inclusive learning opportunities, particularly by leveraging digital platforms. Minister of State for Education, Professor Shuaib Ahmed, made this known in Abuja during a ministerial briefing to mark the 2025 International Literacy Day, which was themed Promoting Literacy in a Digital Era. Ahmad described literacy as the foundation of national development, noting that under the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the government is taking bold measures to ensure that more Nigerians gain access to literacy opportunities. She disclosed that the ministry is currently conducting a comprehensive mapping exercise to identify out-of-school children and non-illiterate adults nationwide. The data, she explained, will be used to enroll millions in literacy programs that are relevant, inclusive, and empowering. Highlighting Nigeria's embrace of digital learning, Ahmad said mobile platforms, radio and television programs, and global literacy models are being adapted to local contexts. These initiatives, she added, are designed to reach learners in urban centers, rural communities, internally displaced persons camps, and remote areas. The minister reaffirmed Nigeria's commitment to achieving Sustainable Development Goals 4.6, which seeks to ensure that all youth and a significant proportion of adults achieve literacy and numeracy by 2030. And now the Nigeria Security and Regulatory Agencies say they recorded sweeping successes in the fight against crime and insecurity in August 2025, highlighting breakthroughs in arms trafficking, kidnapping, and terror logistics network. The update was presented at the monthly Joint Security Press Briefing held at the National Orientation Agency headquarters in Abuja with officials from the Army, Police, NDLEA, EFCC, NAFDAC, and Immigration Service in attendance. According to the briefing, coordinated intelligence and joint operations led to the arrest of a female arms trafficker in Zamfara with 300 rounds of ammunition. Security forces also apprehended the masterminds of the Ansaru and Mahmuda groups, while a kidnapped university lecturer from Taraba State was rescued unharmed. Officials acknowledged lingering challenges, including isolated cases of vandalism, communal clashes, and public safety incidents, but stressed that the ongoing operations are focusing on civilian protection, precision strikes, and building community trust. The National Orientation Agency announced that it has activated its structures across all 36 states, the FCT, 6 zonal offices, and 774 local government areas to deepen citizen engagement. Activities include town halls, road shows, and outreach through worship centers and traditional institutions aimed at countering misinformation and improving public understanding of security efforts. The government also appealed to citizens and the media to rely on verified security channels for updates, warning that unverified alerts could cause unnecessary panic. With these results, the August 2025 JSP underscored a growing culture of interagency collaboration, intelligence-driven operations, and citizen participation as critical pillars of Nigeria's national security strategy. We'll take a pause here, and up next are news stories from the build sector. Stay with us.
Attention! Housing and construction brands, are you ready to take your business to the next level? Housing TV Africa, channel 149 on StarTimes, is your ultimate platform to shine. Whether you're a housing developer offering affordable homes, a building materials company, a mortgage bank supporting families, or a furniture, lighting, or interiors brand bringing style into every home, we've got you covered. Our crew comes live to your site, your showroom, or your project location, capturing your products, services, and your story in action. Real coverage, real people, real impact. And now, the exciting part, all of this is available at very affordable advertising rates. Yes, with Housing TV Africa, you can promote your brand without breaking the bank, while reaching millions of home buyers, decision makers, and investors. Don't stay hidden. Be seen, be trusted, be celebrated. Housing TV Africa, your #1 housing and construction network, on channel 149 on StarTimes. Call us today on 0916 500 0000 and let's build your business in the spotlight. Housing TV Africa, affordable rates, on-site reports, maximum impact.
Visit Housing TV Africa on YouTube and click on the subscribe button. Subscribe to Housing TV Africa to stay updated on latest happenings in Nigeria's housing sector. Follow our social media pages, like and share our posts on Facebook, Housing TV Africa, on Twitter, Housing TV Africa, Instagram, Housing TV Africa.
Welcome back. Glad to have you join us on Housing TV News at the top of the hour. And now to the build sector. Nigeria's Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Dangiwa, says the federal government's Renewed Hope housing program is a national strategy to address the country's housing crisis and guarantee access to affordable homes for citizens across all income levels. Speaking in an interview, Dangiwa explained that the initiative, anchored on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda, seeks to close Nigeria's 17 million unit housing deficit through large-scale projects, public-private partnerships, 70 billion naira in private capital, single-digit mortgages, and sweeping land reforms. The minister described the program as a three-tier approach tailored to reach every Nigerian. Renewed Hope cities will deliver master-planned communities of at least 1,000 units each in urban centers, with schools, hospitals, and commercial hubs integrated. Renewed Hope Estates will provide 250 unit projects in state capitals targeted at teachers, health workers, civil servants, and traders. Renewed Hope Social Housing will deliver 100 affordable units in each of Nigeria's 774 local government areas, designed for low-income earners, homeless families, and persons with disabilities. Unlike previous housing schemes, Dangiwa stressed the initiative is not restricted by government budget constraints, though blended financing models and private sector collaboration. More than 70 billion naira has already been mobilized for construction. Nigerians can now apply directly via digital housing portal, eliminating middlemen and ensuring transparent allocation. Nigeria's skylines are rising at an unprecedented pace as a surge of construction from highways and ports to housing estates and power plants sweeps across the continent. Fueled by rapid urbanization, industrial expansion, and population growth, the sector is now valued at $200 billion and is projected to reach $300 billion by 2032, according to the data from Afrimix Bank. Nigeria, alongside Algeria, Egypt, Tanzania, and Ethiopia, will account for more than half of this growth, with Nigeria singled out as one of the continent's most dynamic and influential players. The boom is tied to shifting global dynamics, while stagnant growth in Europe has slowed the global construction sector. The Russia-Ukraine war has redirected focus to energy security. This has boosted demand for liquefied natural gas infrastructure and reconfigured logistics network trends, creating new opportunities in Africa. Despite the booming market, African contractors remain largely sidelined from the biggest deals. Afreximbank Bank research shows that limited technical know-how, weak financing options, and lack of access to information prevent local firms from winning major government and donor-funded projects. Government agencies echoed these concerns, pointing to restrictive financing rules that favor foreign companies and doubts over the ability of local firms to deliver at scale. To bridge this gap, Afreximbank Bank announced plans to launch a centralized digital platform to improve project transparency and visibility alongside capacity-building programs to boost the financial, operational, and technical readiness of African firms. On the foreign scene, Palestinians living among the ruins of Gaza City were thrown into panic after Israeli forces dropped thousands of leaflets urging residents to evacuate, warning of an imminent offensive to destroy what it called Hamas' last strongholds. The city, once home to more than 1 million people, has been bracing for weeks for a major assault. The evacuation orders added to fear and confusion, with many residents saying they have nowhere to go. Some prepared to head south towards Al-Mawasi, the humanitarian zone designated by Israel, while others said they will remain in their homes despite the risk. Health officials said Gaza City's two remaining operational hospitals, Al-Shifa and Al-Ahili, would be evacuated, though doctors pledged not to abandon their patients. The war, triggered by Hamas' October's 2023 attack that killed 1,200 Israelis and saw 251 taken hostage, has since devastated Gaza. More than 6,000 Palestinians have been killed, according to Gaza's health ministry, while nearly the entire population has been displaced amid mounting hunger and destruction. That's the much we can take on Housing TV news at the top of the hour. But before we go, a quick recap of our top stories. Tinubu sacks Shetima's AD on digital and creative economy. Fego Umunubo. Nigeria's security agencies step up operations with significant results in August. Renewed Hope housing programs designed for every Nigerian, says Dangiwa. On the foreign scene, Israeli military evacuation order triggers panic in Gaza City. For more news in the housing sector, do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Housing TV Africa. You can also follow us on all our social media platforms and download the Housing TV app on your Google Play Store and Apple Store to stay connected. Thanks for watching. I am Dorcas Chia. Bye for now.